You stupid.
They're not.
What's 9 plus 10?
21.
You stupid.
G'day, it's me again. I really like physical media. Specifically, I've been buying video games since before I could think. So I thought today I'd just come on a video and just talk about some of my physical media and why I like it as opposed to digital, which I don't really have a big problem with. It's mostly just the... We'll get to it later on. Spider-Man 2, pretty cool. So over the years, I've collected a fair few games. At the start, I wasn't even really collecting them. I was just buying them, playing them, and then reselling them to like EB Games or something, getting like $5 back. Here's an actual screenshot of me selling Pokemon, I think it was Heart Gold or Soul Silver, to EB Games for like $20. That's pretty bad nowadays, because I picked this up a while ago for, I think like $60, like before it like through the ceiling, so I'm pretty happy about that. I was really lucky, because now it's like $200 or so, and that's insane to me, because it's just a DS game. A game that you can easily play on your new iPhone. But yeah, recently I thought about things that I haven't been buying physically, specifically movies and TV shows, some which annoys me to no end. You can't buy legally physically, like Smiling Friends, which I would love to own because it's a very funny show and I quite like it, and I would like to have it in my new Blu-ray collection. Transition. So a lot of you probably remember how popular specifically the second Dune movie was. There's a reason for that. It's really damn good. Watch both of them, please, I beg you. But I liked it so much, I saw it in the cinema, and I decided to buy the physical 4K Blu-ray for it. And that's what kind of started me on thinking, there's probably other movies that I should be buying as well. Like movies that I enjoy that I should be like supporting, you know, instead of just watching them on streaming. Or doing something a bit more illegal. I'll show you this real quick. So it comes with the two 4K Blu-rays of the first and the second movies. And then I believe this is the special feature discs, I think. It doesn't, what confused me, it doesn't say on it. But I'm pretty sure that's what it is. One thing I don't like about these physical releases, sometimes they do this and they just don't close properly because they're just not in the, you know, little things like that just destroy the experience for me. Such a whiny brat, oh my god. And a while ago for a video I actually picked up, see if I can get these out. Perfect. I actually picked up the old Family Guy quote unquote movies. Why do I have to hold them like that? Especially, I find the Stewie Griffin The Untold Story to be an important one to kind of have. I don't know if there's a Blu-ray of this. I bought this because it was $9. Oh, it's got a silly little thing on it. Oh my god. How did I not notice this? I love when they used to come with... Oh, there's more. Oh my god. Ah, there it is. Oh my god. Okay. Oh my god, look. The Simpsons, I remember this, oh my god, this was huge. This was huge for me as a kid. I used to love the Simpsons DVDs. Family Guy ones, I never bought the Futurama DVDs I never bought the Futurama DVDs for some reason. I wish I had have. That's so cool, I didn't realise this was in here. Physical media rules. The reason I like this one specifically so much and why I think it's so important is in the television release, and therefore the one that's on streaming now as well, there's a lot of cut jokes and a lot of cut scenes because it was offensive. Despite Family Guy, you know, kind of always being known as the offensive and boundary pusher in the kind of cartoon world, they cut out so much of it. Well, there's like 3 jokes cut out, but they're important, damn it. Even if they are horrifically racist. And the next one I bought, because I got this really cheap actually. It was like $50 for the 3, what are they called? Star Wars Family Guy movies, which I really like. These are a lot of fun. I watched these a while back. I planned on doing a video about them, but there was just nothing to say. They're just fun movies. You can just watch them. I don't know if they're different to the ones on streaming specifically, but I assume they would be, because just about everything is these days. You know, the Simpsons one. Okay, there's an important one. On streaming, they cut out the Michael Jackson episode in like season 2, 3, whatever season that was. But then later, in a more recent season, in like season 28 or something, there's an episode where they fucking reference that character. That pisses me off, because you can't watch that first episode. God damn it! So next up in my 4K Blu-ray collection, I bought Candyman. This one specifically is done by Arrow Video in the US, I believe. US or UK. You know, the cool thing about 4K Blu-rays, they're all region free. You can just buy the US or UK versions. I like that a lot. That's great. And the way they do that, they either have all regions set or no region set on them. But anyway, this 4K release is really damn good. There is obviously film grain on it because it's filmed on film. There's going to be film grain to it. But it really, it really just pops. It looks so good on the Blu-ray. The 4K Blu-ray, sorry. And yeah, this is one that I was a bit hemming and hawing on if I should even buy it on Amazon. And I'm really glad I did, because it does look really good. It looks better than the version that's on Stan or Paramount Plus or one of them. And so I actually just got this one the other day. The Creator. Really good movie. I do recommend the movie itself. I don't really recommend the 4K release though, because it doesn't look that good. There's a heavy digital film grain, and from what I've seen, the 4K Blu-ray has a smaller gigabyte, so it's a bit more compressed than most movies would be. Also, let me whinge about this. Look at this slipcover. That's fucking awful. It's like, hang on, let me see. Oh, I need to see the camera. See, it's like all shiny. I hate that. It really looks cheap. You can see where Amazon dinged it up too in the corner. That's annoying. It's also got this weird little cutout just here. I don't know what the fuck you would use that for. But yeah, it does sound like I'm ragging on this movie. I think the movie's great. I really like the movie, but the 4K release is just not all that. But yeah, that's my little 4K Blu-ray collection for now. I do plan on getting more. I've ordered The Exorcist 3 in 4K Blu-ray, so we'll see how that turns out. You might be seeing me sooner rather than later. And if you saw my last video, you would remember, if you're one of the 5 people who saw that video, you'll remember that I've been collecting the Marvel Ultimate Graphic Novel Collection. Not for any real reason, apart from together they make like a picture on the spine, and I think that's cool. But also, these are some of the best stories collected in this collection. I haven't read this yet, actually. I haven't read Kraven's Last Hunt. I'm getting to it, I promise. But what did I read the other day? I read Avengers vs. X-Men, which when I was younger I thought that's cringe. Why would they fight? That doesn't make sense. But I really liked this book. This is part 3, but I liked all of it. And you know what's cool about this though is as well, it's got X-Men Schism, which is the lead up to Avengers v X-Men, which kind of helps explain the backstory and what the characters are doing. It's really cool that they do that. That's included in it. Not that I necessarily think comics are important to collect, but Marvel has been known to go back and change things afterwards, which I'm not a fan of. So kind of important, kind of not. And when it is something race related or something like that, I understand why they feel the need to go back and just scribble that part out. But also, hang on, here we go. There's a good example. Do what the Flintstones does. This Blu-ray, actually, I forgot to include this. Well, it's a 4K collection, don't count. This is my first Blu-ray. This is the Flintstones. That's so funny. But at the start of this, when you first put the disc in, it comes up and says that this is a product of its time. The views of the characters and everything is not the views of... Is this WB? yeah, this is not the views of WB. And that's really all you need, is just, even in the first page of a comic, put that little, like, as a disclaimer, like, this is not what we believe nowadays, but this is what happened. We're not gonna erase it. I like that. That's good. Looney Tunes does the same thing. So getting on with the rest of the video games. I'm a big gamer myself. My favorite PS2 game is Sly Cooper, the series. Oh, the book's in it. Oh my god, I haven't opened this in years. Remember when they used to come with little books like this? Yeah, I find video games kind of an important one to hang on to. Not to necessarily, like, collect these days, because you can just find the ROMs online. But I like having, like, physical releases of things, especially stuff like this, because it's one of my favorite PS2 games. I really love it. It's so much fun. I hate the spines for the PAL region PS2 games. They're so nothing. They're so fucking terrible. I hate it. I hate it! And like I said, I don't think they're, like, incredibly important to hang on to at the minute, but I know those ROM sites are getting shut down day by day. They're getting taken down by Nintendo. Vim's Lair got taken down recently. That sucks. I used to use that all the time. No, I didn't. You never heard that. But yeah, maybe they are more important than I necessarily think, because, I mean, the internet can just go down and you can't play any of them. You can't download any of them, you're just stuck. So maybe it is better to have physical releases. My problem with most digital releases is you're not owning the game. You are just renting it until Sony says, or Microsoft says, no, you're not allowed to have this anymore. Like, there was a thing a while ago, it was like some documentary, I feel like it was a Nat Geo thing that got, like, taken off the PlayStation Store. And people were like, hey, this is a scary thing. They can just do this. I don't own this anymore. They can just take this away from me whenever they feel like it. And that makes me worry, because I've bought a fair few physical games. They go on sale for like a couple of bucks. It's like, yeah, I'll grab it. Digital games, not physical. Did I say physical? I don't know. Roll the tape back, Billy. But yeah, I think that's kind of pushed me into getting more physical releases. Like, I didn't own a single PS5 game until maybe 3 months ago. And I bought Lies of P, which is great, and I think everyone should play it. If you like Elden Ring, this is, I'm sorry, I have to say, this is better than Dark Souls. Dark Souls is so hard, it's so, like, unnecessarily hard and, like, frustrating, that this is like a breath of fresh air, because it's challenging. It's not like you spawn here, but you have to run like 10 kilometers to the boss fight, and then you have to fight them. You know what I mean? That little things like that annoy me about Dark Souls. So I actually have a few PS5 games now. Oh, the first one I bought was Hogwarts Legacy. Oh my god, I lied. I lied on the internet. People can't do that. Yeah, I haven't played any of these since I got I've never touched Dead Space. Assassin's Creed Mirage was incredibly mid. Avatar was frustratingly bad. Fuck Ubisoft. Rise of the Ronin was... okay, here's one I can talk about. Rise of the Ronin. A game that I was, like, kind of excited for. Finally got it. Doesn't look that good. I gotta say, you plug this in, you play it yourself. There's nothing real special here. It's, Ghost of Tsushima if it wasn't good. Which sucks. I was expecting it to be a bit like Elden Ring. Everything is kind of riding Elden Ring's coattails since it came out. So I don't necessarily have a big Wii U collection. One of the games I have here is Twilight Princess HD. Which I don't plug my Wii U in anymore. It's sitting in my shelf. But I really wanted Wind Waker on Wii U because it does look so good. But I waited too long and now the price is too high. I'm not paying that for a fucking 20-year-old game. But I did get the limited edition of Wind Waker on GameCube a few years back. And I have played this one. I have not finished it. I have not even come close, to tell you the truth. But this is really cool because it comes with a bonus disc. Why is that missing? What? Oh no. Okay, that's scary. Hopefully it's in the GameCube. But anyway, this comes with a physical release of Ocarina of Time for the GameCube. What? That's so cool. Why would they do that? That's so weird to like package it with this. But that's awesome. I'm so glad I have this. It's got the gold spine. It looks really cool. I also don't have many DS games because, quite frankly, you don't need to buy them. I hate that. But you can even just mod your DS. But yeah, like I said, you can just... The best way to play this is on a DS, I think. A 3DS specifically. Because of the better screen. But realistically, you can just play this on your phone. And it's just as good played on your phone as it would be on a DS. Except maybe a bit worse because of the touchscreen aspects. Sometimes they're a bit dodgy on phone, but... Viva Pinata, by the way. I love Viva Pinata. I have a huge selection of PS4 games because that was my console of choice last generation. And there were so many good games for it. The PS5 has one game and it's Spider-Man 2 and it's pretty mid at best. So I'll do a quick run by PS4 games that I played. Infamous, Second Son and First Light, definitely worth getting. Really good games. I love the Infamous games. I have the first two on PS3. They're awesome. These two are really fun. They're definitely a bit easier than the old games because the old games are incredibly hard. They're like hard to a point where it's unfair. What else is over there? Oh! Here's one I've been dying to talk about. Horizon Zero Dawn and how boring and middle of the ground it is. Middle of the ground? It's mid. It's such a like game. The concept is great. I love visually, really cool. It's great. But then you start playing it and you're like, yeah, you have like dialogue options that don't change the story. I actually like dialogue-driven games. I really like the Life is Strange games. I'm that guy. Sorry, but this did nothing for me. And the way that PlayStation and Sony are trying to push it so hard, it's like, man, did anyone play the second Horizon game? No, everyone played Elden Ring, retard. Yeah. Only on PlayStation. That's funny. That didn't last, did it? It's on PC now, bitch. I do think these games like sell well. I think people just buy them to be like, oh, it's the PlayStation game. It's the Sony original. It's gonna be good. Spider-Man. The game that really, I think, sold the PS4 as the winner of the console wars last generation. Which makes sense. It's Spider-Man. This, I think people give this too much credit, in my opinion. As much as I loved it, I look back on it, I'm like, what happened in this game? I don't remember it, you know? I remember the story of games that I really liked. Like, I remember Detroit Become Home. No, wait, what? Become Home. I remember Detroit Become Human because it is such a memorable game, and I really love that game. And it's I know it's the allegory of racism, yeah. And what the fuck? Who cares? It's good. Fuck. Some of you cunts can't have no fucking fun. What was I on about? This is a good game. A bit mid. Yeah, I'll leave it on that. It's good. I guess The Last of Us was a huge deal when it came out. Playing it on PS4 was kind of sobering and being like, it's okay. I think people really hate the second one. I've never played it. I have no opinion on it. Apart from, why would you kill off the main character? Why would you kill off Joel? Everyone loved Joel. That was... but anyway, I love the story of the game. The story is the only part that's worth playing. The actual gameplay is shit. because it's just such a boring nothing game. You start here, you go to this area, you kill some infected, you go to that area, you kill some people, cutscene. You go to this area, you kill some people, cutscene. You go to this area, you kill some infected, cutscene. And it just continues on and on and on and on and on and on like that. Every now and then there's a little puzzle involved. You gotta, what's the one in the like river? There's like, you float something down a river or something. I don't know. I don't care. That's my finishing thoughts on The Last of Us. I'm not talking about it ever again. Quick shout out to a good zombie game, Days Gone. That's a lot of fun. I really love Days Gone. It's like a refreshing zombie take, you know? Because I can't explain it. Please play Days Gone. It's very good. Sam Witwer's in it. You all like him. Everyone likes Sam Witwer. Witwer. He's cool. You know, it is a cool physical release. Who's publishing this, actually? Abrams Comic Arts. They've been republishing a lot of the Simpsons comics from back in the day. Specifically the Treehouse of Horror, sorry. They've been giving them these really nice covers that are glow in the dark, which is really fun. Let's pop this out. Let's have a look at it. It's very heavy. It's very thick, too. Like, I see people complain about the price online, but I'm kind of like, there's a fair bit in here done by, like, some good artists. I specifically remember the Jaws one from when I was a kid. Look how good that looks. Yeah? Come on. Look how good that is. There's a lot of different art styles in these books. Let me... Yeah, there we go. Okay. Check that out. It's like completely different from what you expect from The Simpsons. It's great. I recommend these a lot. You might notice I'm not really talking about like Xbox games or anything, because are there any? Starfield came out and flopped. Is that disc loose? No, there's no disc in it. What the fuck? Where is that? Why are so many of my discs missing? Anyway, this is Bully Scholarship Edition. As far as I know, this is the only physical release that I have of it. I love this game. This is really great. It's on the PlayStation Store. You can get it on there, but it's the PS4 version, so it's not as good. I have a few PS3 games. This was picked randomly, I promise. I didn't bring this out to be like, ooh, Family Guy, lol, lols, lol, Family Guy, lol. But yeah, I have a few PS3 games. I don't have that many, really. Just every time I go into Cashies, I'll grab a couple because they're like $5. They're cheap. And most of the time, you get really good games. Like this one. I really, like... Jokes aside, I actually enjoy the Family Guy games. I love seeing 2D things come to 3D. The Simpsons Hit and Run is a great one. Family Guy, Futurama game on the PS2 and the Xbox, they're great. I love them. But yeah, the PS3 has a fairly good library. A few of them are becoming pretty expensive, in my opinion. Like the Sly collection, I'm pretty sure is a bit too expensive for my liking. Sly 3, Sly 4, Sly... What is it? Thieves in Time? Thieves in Time, bit too expensive for my blood. Yeah. Actually, you might notice I'm not talking about the Switch that much. That console is just kind of dead for me. I've been trying to play... I bought Metroid Prime the other day, and I can't bring myself to play it. I don't know. It's just... Nintendo, I feel like they're trying their best to get the Switch up and running again, and it's just not working. I feel like people do still love the Switch. Like, obviously, people still play it. They take it on planes and that, and... Mine's just sitting on my bedside table flat. I played Stardew on it a couple of weeks back, but I just can't bring myself to do it all the time. I'd rather play it on, say, my MacBook, my PS4, not a PS5, sorry, I'm not a broke boy. Tears of the Kingdom was pretty good. I bought that digitally, unfortunately, which means that Nintendo can just lock me out of it like that. But yeah, I think that about sums up my thoughts on physical media. It's important, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, shows a bit of my collection as well for you guys to come in your pants about in the comments. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. Pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty cool, pretty cool. Alright. Thanks for watching. See ya.